Why my camera look lean? All right, let me fix this real quick. Good morning, great goodies. Thank you for being here, Audrey White. Audrey Wright, thank you for being here this morning. Audrey Wright says, hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Thank you. We're about to do a quick 1 hour live this morning. It's now 8:05 a.m. and we should be done by 9:05 a.m. sharply because we have a couple of things I have to go take care of. Wasn't gonna come live this morning, but I had to. All right. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to Lovely Aneka. Thank you for being here. Go over to Lovely Aneka's channel, hit up her channel, engage her content. Tell our SouFLoTV sent you, because you hear me, I send you over there anyway. Shout out to all the hardworking people out there. Shout out whatever your job description is: law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, security guards, chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices. Shout out to whatever you do for a living. Shout out to you. And remember, your career and your job ain't you. You drop down on dead, left it to them, replace you with somebody else tomorrow. So take time to stop and smell the roses in life and enjoy life a little bit. Somebody said make time for life, because life is surely going to make time for the bullshit. And it's true. It's coming. Anyhow, we're up and feeling good this morning. Shout out, extra special shout out to the people them who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You're a good person. Them kind of people that me like. Big up to you. Big up to you. All right. Here we are on this lovely Tuesday morning. And today is the 4th of the 6th month. And you know how it go already. We're up and feeling good and all these things, healthy and strong, and another day to give thanks and another day for come talk with talk and engage our people and these kind of things. Yeah. This morning, because it's a 1 hour live, we're not gonna spend too long jibber jabbering. We're gonna get right into the two topics that we have, because it is planned out to do 30 minutes a piece. All right. The first one is about the teacher who I reported here missing about a week ago. About a week ago. She was already missing for almost a week ago, and I reported her missing here. And I said then that the amount of time she was missing for wasn't a good look. Well, damn it, man. This is sad. This is sad. A couple of things that's very sad about this to me, which I'm going to get into. But first, I'll get into the details of what they've come up with so far. So, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey has revealed. Let me put on my blockers, and these are my Harry Potter blockers, block light, so protect my eyes. All right. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey has revealed that investigators have challenges when investigating matters involving rideshare service organizations. Could I stop right here, please, and tell everybody that when you're going into a strange vehicle, right? Whether you're there foreigner, you take Uber or Lyft, or you're in Jamaica taking whatever, or you're in Japan, China, I don't care where you're at. Do this. Take a picture of the vehicle you're getting into, the license plate from the back, the vehicle from the side. If you can go inside the vehicle and snap a quick picture of the person who's driving you, send that to somebody that you trust. It's a quick snap, 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 and send, right? And send it to somebody that you trust. The world is too dangerous for us to just be jumping into strange vehicles with strange people now. You don't know what's going on in the mind of a man. I just saw a story where a Uber driver dropped a lady off, and after he dropped her off, him doubled back and went back, kicked her door in, and raped her right where he dropped her off at. And I can't imagine anything else, but she did chatty chatty when she in the Uber. People, listen, you can't just be out here just telling everybody anything. When people say, which month you born, SouFlo, on the lucky say me a Virgo now, but you will never know the day born, right? If some people be like, yeah, I'm a Virgo, but we not really Virgos. You know what I mean? My birthday is in December, or my birthday is in March. Which part you live again? Yeah, me live down in Miami, but in Miami, me live hours away from Miami. I ain't trying to pinpoint nobody no information. You guys sit in a strange man's car. and because the boy look good, or because you did argue with your boyfriend this morning, here you in at the back of the car now. He's like, where you going? So where are you going today? Oh, I'm going to go see my doctor, for my annual checkup. You just tell this man your business. Okay, so now he knows where your doctor is located at. When you are up on your doctor visit to go do your annual checkup, you just give away your business. And y'all talking. I'm not trying to get into your business or anything. I'm just an Uber driver, but are you single? And you're over there like, yep, very single. I prefer it that way, single and ready to mingle, or single and not looking at all. Whatever the hell you say, he's recording. All right, so I know where our doctor there. I know she's single. She says she not looking, but every woman when we ride, them did say them wasn't looking too when we did ride them. So we know so we can bypass that. Just keep on talking. Soon he'll gather information that you live alone. I know where I picked you up from. That's your home, right? And if you're a second time in my car, I'm always picking her up because I Uber in this area. This is my second time. So she live alone. I know where our doctor office there. And now I know where she work at. Blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, man, I sneak through your window at nighttime, or your door get kicked in, or you turn in your bed in the middle of the night and somebody's standing up over you. So y'all be out here loose lips, sink ships with information and not know that giving away that little bit of information can cost you your life. You see this teacher here? I feel so bad because to hear her mom say, right, she at 29 years old. Come on now. I'm not saying that there aren't women out there in Jamaica that are 29 when I have man and all these things. Of course there are. But enough of them are tired. Them tired to have man. So them got breaks and rest the pum pum. Right? This a woman here haven't had man from God know when. Live with her parents still. Truly pursuing her career and trying to better herself. She's an inside person. You hear what her mother say? Inside person. Speak to her before she goes to work every day. See her every morning. She come home on time every day. She don't sound like she even have a social life to me. So mama probably not even too streetwise. You understand? And that's how the predator will catch you, because you think you wise to everything and you're not. You're book smart. You're not streetwise. She not used to outside like that. So she didn't see this predator driving her all the time and saying what he must say, and she had throw him information and he's building a profile in his brain. Then when the day come for him to strike, she not expecting it. She thinking, oh, this John that pick me up all the time. Morning, John, how you doing this morning? She don't know said that car then not going where it usually go with you this morning. This is your last day. Damn it, man. Okay, so Fitz Bailey's comments came yesterday as he gave an update following the discovery of a body that is believed to be the body of the missing teacher, Daniel Anglin. Fitz Bailey noted that a suspect who has been taken into custody in relation to this case works for a rideshare service. The suspect reportedly picked up Anglin, who is 29 years old, from her home in Hellshire Park on May 13th. That is when she was reported missing. One of the challenges that we faced was, as with investigators, one of the challenges we face are with as investigators is we do not have any local based association or organization that we can contact when investigating cases involving these types of services, like the rideshare services. It is something that we will be taking up with the relevant authorities to ensure that more structure is put in place to treat this type of organization. Let me stop right there again and say this. I know Uber for sure. If you jump in a cab, if you jump in an Uber, you can ride share. You can send the information to, say, your wifey and you're leaving home going somewhere, or your husband, you left home and go somewhere, boyfriend or girlfriend. You can share with your significant other all the information. They can actually watch your vehicle and track your vehicle as it moves. And if the vehicle stop at 17th Street at the red light, and then the vehicle is sitting there for too long, that person's suspicion is heightened. So they can say, yo, I'm calling 911. Hey, hello? Yeah, my partner just left here in an Uber, and the Uber, I'm tracking it, and it has been sitting on 17th Street at the corner for the last 10 minutes. That's not her destination. Woo, 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 woo. I don't know if they have that in Jamaica. Also, when you send that information, you also send the identity of the individual that is supposed to come pick you up. So you see, when you get the type of car that's coming, you get the identity of the individual that's coming. So when the car reach, looking at the car first, identify the person matching this. That Uber sent me. Okay, this is Danielle. She looks like Danielle. All right, hi Danielle, and get into the car. I don't know if Jamaica have those checks and balances with this kind of thing here. I've never used this service in Jamaica, but Fitz Bailey is saying that it's posing a problem when they have to investigate situations like these involving these rideshare companies and stuff. It is posing a challenge to our investigative effort, Bailey said. A missing person report was filed by Anglin's parents on May 14th. During yesterday's briefing, Bailey said through the use of technology, they believe that Anglin was killed the same day she disappeared. Damn. You know, a mother knows. Even when a mother don't know she knows, she knows. It's something about a mother's womb and the connection to her children that is spiritual. It's beyond where we can try to explain in words. And I told y'all before, I've seen this in action before in my life and in outside of my life. When watch the mother when she talk, right? And then watch how that and the scream that come out, she knows. She knows. She's trying to hold on. She had tried cross her fingers and hold hope because no parent that's missing their child is gonna be like, yep, me know she dead. All right, moving on with life. It's gonna be God, please, please don't make this happen to me. Please, God, don't make this be mine. But deep down, her womb knows that her child has left this plane. You know what I mean? And watching how her mother spoke, and then she broke out another loud scream there. I told y'all that scream reminded me of my mom when I went to go tell her that, that was my brother over there. But she had let that scream out the night before. You know what I mean? And let me tell you how connected a mom is. This woman points straight down the direction of where my brother was. And because it was blocked off by a government fence, an electrical fence, and a sign that says anybody who entered this will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, we stopped the truck right there, sir. And we never go into the compound where it was. The lady pull up right there, put on the bright headlight, them right there, ball out right there, sir. And lo and behold, the next day, right there. Yeah. So, man, take my advice, Clip, 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 send it to somebody. Clip your identity, send it to somebody. If I can't take your picture, I shouldn't be riding in your car. If I can't take a picture and send it to somebody, I shouldn't be riding in your car. If you got a problem with me doing that, go on, make somebody else come pick me up. That kind of stuff. Y'all got to start being serious out here. Y'all got to start being serious. A one life you get to know, you can't replace it. And there's really some sick people out here among us. She was picked up by the suspect. We have identified that. I can also say that with the help of the Jamaica Eye, this is the CCTV system that I've been saying for years we need more of. With the help of the Jamaica Eye, we were able to identify a specific route that the motor car that she was in traveled down. We were able to identify some special items through the Jamaica Eye system. All right. The senior cop also stated that based on the analysis that was done, they do believe now that Anglin was taken to a location in Clarendon. Clarendon. About 6:30 a.m. on Monday, the police made a discovery of human remains in a section of Salt River, and it is still too early to state definitively that this is Miss Anglin's body, and thus we await the findings of the forensic team. Now, you must understand that even if they are sure now, they still can't come out and say to the public, we are 100% sure that that is her. They have to wait for scientific evidence because the body was in a decomposed state, right? And you don't want to come out and say, I'm 100% sure. And then DNA comes back saying that's not her. But they are sure so far, right? That pretty sure that that's who it is. Now, the suspect in the matter has given a statement to the police admitting his involvement with her disappearance. This specific suspect, was arrested also, and he was charged in 2015 by police for the same sexual offenses type of thing. He was also convicted in Antigua and Barbuda. Shout out to Antigua and Barbuda. He was also convicted in Antigua for sexual offenses, and he was deported from Antigua back into Jamaica. So again, here we go again. We need to vet the people them coming back, getting deported back into the country from anywhere. Were you in somebody's prison overseas? Where you did in the for? Were you in the psych ward? Were you on medication? Do you need this? What kind of diseases you have? What does your blood work say? All these things. Y'all see what I'm saying now? The one who chop up the little boy the other day, right? A deport, he come back, he don't. Yeah, no checks and balances. Them let him go pound way. See it there? This a one, yeah? Same thing. Antigua, him go do him thing. Got caught over there, convicted over there, did time over there, got deported back to Jamaica. I bet so when him reach Jamaica, him just walk off of the plane and gone about him business again. Again. That's like a wolf just hanging around. And all the little sheep them oblivious. Man. We're satisfied, he said, that we are convinced that we have the right person in custody. It is just a matter of time for the various administrative processes to take place, and then we can speak further. Fitzbailey said. Now, the motor vehicle that he drove was processed, and we are awaiting the results from the lab in respect to that. You know, them are going to swab the vehicle, see if any DNA left in it, any blood splatter, fingernail broke off somewhere, strands of hair that might match to show that she was in that vehicle. You did pick her up, so on and so forth. Last month, when the Star interviewed Denise Anglin, the teacher's mother, she said she had a gut feeling that the driver was up to no good. You see what me I tell you now? I didn't read this before this morning. I'm reading it now for the first time to you. Mama said she had a gut feeling. A mother's gut knows. Last month, when they interviewed the mom, she said she had a gut feeling that driver was up to no good. She said there was something about him that I just didn't trust. She used him about 2 times already. And one of the time them, he took us home. Now, while we were heading home, he told us that he was a scientist and that he worked with the taxi service part-time. My daughter asked him what he meant. Because you know, when you say you're a scientist at Jamaica, it could mean say you're a man, or it can mean say you have a degree in science, you know, a bachelor's, a master's, whatever, a doctorate, whatever, in science, right? In some field of science. So the girl who is a teacher asked him, what you mean by science? You're a scientist. He laughed and said, a joke, man. Joke could joke me a run. It was on my mind then to tell my daughter, do not call him back, because I am a spiritual woman and I felt something, but I didn't get to tell her that. Persons who witnessed the murder or suspicious activities surrounding this, they are encouraged to share information with the police, including the description of what they might have saw or heard promptly. They're asking you to stop, call Crime Stop, or at 311, or just call 119 and tell them something, or you can call the National Intelligence Bureau tip line at 811, or just go to your local police station and say what it is that you saw, right? You know, imagine, you know, we have a saying, right? In Jamaica, it's like, you know, when you get ready to go party late night and you hear your granny say, or you hear your mother say, I have a feeling, or me have a dream last night. Come here, let me talk to you. You take off your clothes and nobody go nowhere. Yeah, because we we give them that much. Like they be accurate. They be accurate. Say I just something about a girl here where I don't can't pinpoint it yet. But I can't don't know what it is. She come mash up your life, brother. And your mother did I try to tell you from before. Remember? Yeah, for all the other man who did bring the mad girl go around your mother and she did play good, and your mother, her spirit of discernment worked, but you just wouldn't listen. Didn't you pay the consequences later? Same thing for the woman them. When you carry the idiot boy go around your parents and you never listen. And your mother was telling you the same thing. Have a gut feeling. Something no add up about him. Me no know is what. My spirit just don't take him. Me don't like something about him. I can't pinpoint it. I don't think he's a good person for you. And you're like, mommy, me safe man. Everything all right. Blah blah blah. Yes, Jim is a good person. He's a good person. That time y'all get choke, kick, box, lick behind the scenes. You know, want to tell mommy yet, but she see through everything already, and she saw the danger coming. You know, boy, I only wish she did get to tell her daughter that. She said after that time she meant to tell her daughter, don't call him again. Don't call the boy there again for no more ride because something not right about him. Imagine that. And that's who took her away. Damn. The guy said to record the message so you can replay it while on speaker if you're a single lady driving alone in an Uber. He says, hey baby, are you in the car? How long until you arrive here? Hmm. That's an interesting one. So that would all right. So Mel, that would seem to the driver that there's a guy on the phone with you, right? And he's waiting for you to arrive to where he's at. So you pre-record a message and you play it while you're in the car loud enough for him to hear it. So it's gonna be a dude, right? If you're a woman saying, hey babe, yeah, you on your way? Yeah, I'm there, I'll wait for you in a hurry up. How long is before you get here? That kind of stuff. That usually throws these predators off. I mean, I tell you, so them due diligence. They do their work. That you that scope she out already. Him already knows that she don't have no man. Him already knows she's a single girl. She live with her parents. He already knows she's mostly into her profession and all that. She not do road. Then he knows all that. That's why he made her his target. That if she didn't have a man, that probably wouldn't happen to her. But it did. But it did. Cops cracked the case of the missing teacher with technology, including the Jamaica Eye. Officials at the St. Peter Claver Primary and Infant School in St. Andrew, they opted not to speak on Monday after the police disclosed that skeletal remains were found, and those were believed to be of the teacher, Daniel Anglin. However, outside of the school gates, the parents and the vendors, they were in tears. I want a nice teacher, I have a little baby, and he's at school now. She loves him. She play with him. Always, I said, this is her little boyfriend. She's nice, man. She's always pleasant. When you see her, you see her with a whole lot of kids and children around her because them just love her. That's what one of the vendors said. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. My son asked me about her, but I kind of throw it off because I don't want it to affect him. He's 4. And him asked me for her. Him said, Mommy, when me teach her there, it really sad, man. It truly sad. She said, tears was rolling down her face as she was talking. Another vendor sharing her memory of Anglin said, I want a loving teacher, One little boy over there, over the school, who behave away because him see when them kill him father and him have it hard to manage. She was the one who was able to get him to settle down. Yet another vendor stated, may I tell you, in a me eye fear, I'm a good, nice teacher. You see a teacher like her, when it comes to the children, them learning, or when school over to go home, Man, listen, she was just so nice. I just came out of my yard and them a tell me, and I just pure tears just start come out of my eye. Miss Anglin was a good teacher, a loving teacher. She loved the children. She's always jovial. No care how the mood where you in her. She always give you something to smile about. I want a nice teacher, and for really see that she gone missing and them find body. I don't know the motive, but it's really sad because I do not know her as them person there. Any kind of person was supposed to be involved in anything that would lead to her being this being her demise. You know, on Monday, the police were supremely confident that the convicted sex offender that's connected to the rideshare service in Drive, Jamaica, is behind the May 13, 2024 abduction and murder of Anglin. So this rideshare company now, no one asks in Drive, Jamaica, if them vet their employees and how deep is the vetting, because you have a convicted sex offender that is also a deportee come back into the country, and him a drive around us, a pick up people, random people, and drive them around. So tell him drive somebody go, which part them never supposed to go and kill them. Listen, that boy I probably do this already too. That part. Who else is missing? Who else missing? And Mr. Bram Bram, you're absolutely right. This is the part I can't stand. They will show the victim's picture. They won't show the suspect picture. They won't show and I know people say yes, SouFlo, but them can't sue you because what if it's not really him? Not until you go to court and get a conviction, and that's not how they do it in the US. In the US, if you're a suspect, your picture gone up. You have to come clear, say you're not a suspect. And when you come in and clear and check all the boxes and you're not a suspect, then they will do an updated news report and said, suspect SouFLoTV was taken into custody, he was questioned, and he was released. His alibi was strong enough to rule him out. Now we have to look in other directions, blah, blah, blah. It's that simple. It's that simple. What you do when you hide people identity like them people here, you also hide victims. You can't tell me this a man and do this already. Somebody get raped already by him. Me just feel it like somebody get raped already by him. Somebody probably will get killed already by him too. And that's why we're still looking for other people. You need to put his picture out there. A good description of him, putting picture out there, put what route he's known for traversing. So somebody can say, blood fire. I him, you know. I him. I'm gonna tell. Who knows? This might be a serial rapist murderer and have many victims. We just go hold him on one. Cartel Empress says it's a Russian company with no offices in Jamaica. Wow. JC says, I don't agree with identifying suspects. There are too many wrong killings of suspects. Hell, JT, there are too many wrong killings of innocent people when they have nothing to do with nothing already. You know? You don't have nothing to do with nothing already. Do you know that that's the same cry in Jamaica right now? Make the sex offenders registry public. You have people that say, no, don't make it public because people would find them and do them something. Well, I can tell you what. Here where I live, I get on the computer and I look up sex offenders near me. There's a database that is going to give me an exact address. It's going to give me an updated picture of the individual. That means if me see you in the community, me know say you. Because me get picture with just tech, right? Not pictures from years ago when you didn't look like you're 19 and now you're 40. Pictures from now. Me get updated picture. I get your exact address and you cannot reside anywhere else except for that address. And if you're going to move, you have to notify the authorities and I get your new updated address, or you get taken off that from my community and put on it in somebody else's community. Jamaica needs that. Jamaica needs that. I don't give a damn what nobody want to say. Jamaica needs that. Here's my thing. My thing is this. The consequences for being that person should be enough for you to not want to be that person. So if they're going to publicize you and Jamaica is a place of vigilante justice because they coming for you, then don't be that. Don't be that. Simple. But I feel like we're protecting certain type of people. One time gone, them people that couldn't make it out of your community, Nowadays, they gallivant right back into the community and everybody heal them up. What go on like them never do nothing? Them can't all go live right next door to the people them where them violate. Who does that? Who does that? Man, listen. It's bad. It's bad. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her mom. I feel bad for her dad. Them one picnic, Them one picnic. According to Bailey, the driver had been arrested and charged in 2015. I told y'all that already. In Antigua and Barbuda, sexual offenses, and he did time there and then was deported to Jamaica. He was formally questioned in the presence of an attorney. Shared that investigators believe the 29-year-old educator was killed the same day that she disappeared, solving the mystery of what happened after she left her house on Monday in question for work at St. Peter's Claver Primary and Infant School in St. Andrew. Why? Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Him just sick in his head and just feel like. Let me educate y'all about something too. For those of you who don't know, some people are gonna say, "I don't know why them man here do them something here to them woman here because crutches dash out everywhere. There's so many women where you can go get like it's not nothing to get some if you want some." Well, people like that, they don't want what's given. Their thrill comes from taking it. And that's where they're off here. Because if it don't involve the other party being in fear, scared to death, and then them even doing the ultimate, as in after they finish the act, them kill them to cover them tracks, is the rush for them. These are people who shouldn't be in society, shouldn't be among us, but there are a lot of them that's parading around looking like them now until they strike. Until they strike. Missy Bram says, I don't think enough urgency was placed on finding her in the first 48 hours. Well, according to their estimate, they're saying that she was killed the first day she was taken. After that, it's kind of hard to find, because look at where she was taken from, right? It's only a matter of hours before she reached where they found her at. So it'd be hard. You have to go track 14 parishes. Like I said, how do they track the rideshare system? How do they track the rideshare system? I hope they work on fixing up this rideshare system, and I hope all the things that I just said to you that are available to you for uno who live a foreign and you have the Uber and Lyft and them something there, please make sure so you follow those guidelines and do those things. Stop jumping into cars with strangers and just going about your business and thinking everything is going to be okay. Things have gone wrong many times. Many times. There's a lady the other day, it's caught on video. A lady the other day jumped out of an Uber. And as soon as she got out, go look this up on YouTube, Uber driver shoots at customer after dropping her off. You'll see the video. Yo, the man have like one big, I think it was a 45 Desert Eagle bone crusher. You get liquid one of them there, see? The man dropped the lady off. She just stepped out of the Uber. They weren't arguing or anything. That's what I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I'm trying to tell you that technology is bringing people closer. Therefore, the sick people, they're masquerading as normal people, and they're now among us even closer than before. We never have Uber, Lyft, and them something there before, right? Now we have that. The internet wasn't like it is now with all these apps, and you can get closer to people and slide in an inbox and all that. Now we have that. The lady jumped out of her Uber. She was about to go about her business. You hear, bow, the first one. She didn't know what it was. She had ducked like somebody tie a bus. The second one, chip her, pow! She realized the Uber driver was shooting at her. She start to run. Him start drive beside her. And it's a heavy set sister. So you know she not do no Usain Bolt take off speed, nothing, but she run the best she can. She drop, she roll, she duck, she get up. Pow! 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 We don't make this up. We tell you these to keep you safe, to keep you aware. All right. Some of y'all get your kicks and jollies. You get in the car. Girl, he was fine. I don't know why he driving an Uber. I'm there telling this man my whole business. I was hoping we go on a date after. That did happen the other day to the girl where got dismembered. I believe it was in Texas. You met this guy in an Uber. He was supposed to take you to where you needed to go. So he made you his last stop and double back, and y'all went to go to a bar to go have drinks. And just so. And then from go to bar to have drinks and to get tipsy. And then was supposed to go to his place. And the man chop her up and dismember her and sprinkle her parts all about. Just so. Yeah, some of y'all be living careless. This ain't the time or the year or the time in time for that. You know? Oh, he's so fine. Yeah, and you so in pieces. Okay. But go on. Listen, I can't say no more. All I can do is send out condolences at this point and try to use this to teach others so others remember. Yo, you remember in Mad Boy SouFLo, remember when he said about this? Me take the picture of them answer cause me know say he mad a little bit, but he might see of me. That's all I want from you. Save yourself. And I wish she was here and hearing this to save ourselves. You know? We're going to leave it right there, so though. We'll still follow this closely as they come in with the confirmation to say it's 100% sure that it's her. They said they are 100% sure, but you know how law enforcement does. They can't just come out and say, we are 100% sure. Them say we are pretty sure that's her. But we'll wait for all the formalities to be worked out. That means DNA tests, forensics, and so on and so forth, and the rest will come forward. All right. Our next topic for the morning, because I went 10 minutes over there, I'll give you 10 minutes back on the back end. So we'll be finishing at 9:15. All right. The other part of this morning live is about Vybz Kartel, the appeal court decision that's coming up pretty shortly. They'll be before the appeal courts. Some people are misinformed and they thought that the habeas corpus filing the other day by Isaac Buchanan was to supersede the appeal court thing, and that was the final decision, and it's not. All he was trying to do was to see if he could get them out, secure bail before that happened. Not here nor there, the judge said her court did not have the authority to give that bail. She didn't school him on anything. She just shot it down saying her court doesn't have the authority because the court that has control of the case is a superior court to her court. The appeal court is over the superior court. She from superior court, them the appeal court. Right, appeal court has it, so therefore she can't make any ruling in a case that is in the grips of the appeal court right now. So y'all just gonna have to wait till y'all go to appeal court. Of course, a lot of people are disappointed, right? Because everybody has said free cartel, and then you hear bail denied when you were waiting for. Couple of things I've noticed, and I'll bring it to your attention quickly. My question this morning is, do you think that the appeal court, the decision that's coming up, they've made it already clear. The DPP, Department of Public Prosecution, with or without Paula Llewellyn, have made it perfectly clear they will be going for a retrial. Do you think, though, that the appeal court is going to grant them bail while they work out the kinks of going for a retrial? Because it's not like they're going to say, all right, we want a retrial, and retrial start tomorrow. Retrial could take years. So do you think that the appeal court is going to give them a bail, and or should they? Now, a couple of things I noticed happened, and I heard it from Isaac Buchanan, and I had to go look it up. Because you can't make up stuff like this. They amended the Bail Act in Jamaica in November of 2023. That's just months ago. They they amended the Bail Act in just months ago. The Bail Act before said you should be up for bail, right? You could get bail. Contrary to what the people then believe who keep on trying to go against everything I say, when you don't have nothing better to say, you say stuff like, oh, SouFLo, you have to go wait if you can watch Cartel draws now because him still lock up. Or, yeah, you love the man more than, oh, you love your woman. You know, little silly comments from unintelligent people because they don't have anything intelligent to say. So they fill that gap with friggery and foolishness. And I've made this before, this list right here in front of me, and these are from just now. So let me say it again. It is not unheard of for people who are charged, not accused. Accused is one thing, charged is another thing. It is not unusual for people who are charged with murder in Jamaica to be granted bail. I will reel off a couple for you again, since you think me I gonna make it up. Jamaica Gleaner, St. Catherine man charged with the attempted murder of blah blah blah, granted bail May 4th, 2024. Man charged in female security guards murder, granted bail May 15th, 2024. One was attempted, and that was a man. The next one was murder, and that was a security guard female. The man who killed her granted bail. Man accused of killing two brothers gets bail May 21st, 2024. Man accused of restaurateur's murder gets bail. I can go on and on. It is not unheard of in Jamaica for someone who is charged with murder to get bail. Jamaica get charged for murder people bail all the time. So the people them who keep coming at me and saying, he charged for murder, we don't give bail for murder. Where have you been? Where have you been? And we live on the information highway. It's 2024. Just go look it up, no man. Right? It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Now, what I'm saying here is this, right? Being that it is not unusual for the accused and charged to get bail, I don't see no reason why they shouldn't get bail. Now, check this out. Some people have said, I don't think you understand the case, SouFLo. Let me break it down for you very quickly so you know so me understand the case. I understood the Privy Council's ruling very well. Okay? The Privy Council ruled that when they found them guilty, that guilty finding, the verdict was quashed. The verdict no longer exists. The verdict no longer stands. Now, if your verdict no longer stands, it means you are no longer guilty. In the eyes of the law, you are now innocent. You are now an innocent civilian who stands accused. That's why they sent it back to the appeal court and said, if it is in the name of justice, the law provides for the appeal court in Jamaica, if they have enough strong evidence where they feel like at the appeal court that you can mount a defense and get a guilty verdict without whatever mistake caused this quashing of the previous conviction, then here's your opportunity to do it. But that has to be seen at the Court of Appeals, right? Right. So immediately, Paul Llewellyn, them, when it was Paul Llewellyn at the time, said, we're definitely going for a retrial. Okay, going for a retrial. Still charged, not convicted. Charged, long list of names over here, charged for murder, not doing no time in jail or prison, all got bail. So me no want nobody come tell me about him can't get bail or they can't get bail because they're charged for murder and we don't give bail to people who are charged for murder, because we do, and we do it all the time. My problem with this case is this. Two things. One, they amended the Bail Act in 2023. The Bail Act used to say him would I get bail. They amended that Bail Act to say if you were not on bail when your case was originally brought to court, then you shouldn't get bail in the appeal process until the appeal process is worked out. They're at the Court of Appeals still. I wonder why they did that. And I wonder why so recently they did that. Because anybody with two eyes can see why they did it. And then, while they're doing that, there's a mad rush right now to do away with the king as head of state and to do away with the Privy Council as the highest courts. I wonder why. I wonder why. You know, more time I think to myself and myself, I will Cartel do them. Like I know the level of influence, right? I mean no say mash a whole heap of canto. Like there were some salacious videos of man, wife, and powerful men, woman doing things with a man that is famous and an entertainer and living that life, right? And Mr. Suit and Tie never know same wife did a fling with the pums in that the direction. Then I told Bugo Yaga boy, man, I can't stand this music, And then your wife down there. Huh. But above the pum pum feelings, what else did he do? I mean, they're going around changing laws. They're amending laws and they're amending laws and they're digging up the Constitution and getting ready at record speed to rewrite parts of the Constitution. Yo, this is some. Me don't know. Me try to figure out how the man actually do and why they want him in there so bad. But a few powerful people can have you right where them want you and can ring it out as long as them want to ring it out, because that's Jamaica for you. Now, people are asking, can this case even go back to the Privy Council? The answer is yes. And I'm no attorney, but common sense would tell you that it could if there's a retrial. That retrial would be a whole new trial, which would mean there would be opportunity for a whole new grounds of appeal, which would mean that new trial can go back to Privy Council again if it requires it. In my wishful thinking, this is what I wish would happen. I wish the appeal court would let them out on bail. And then while they're out on bail, the appeal court just slowly do away with it. And one day down the road, we hear say the case is completely dismissed and we move forward. I just wish that that's what's going to happen. Because going back to, I've already done another video on this. Going back to trial, from the years I've studied this case, and yes, shout out to the people them we feel like say we talk like this because we are a fan of a man. No, we're not. We don't talk like this because we're a fan of a man. We talk like this because we have studied the case. I mean, here, Isaac said something yesterday. He said he doesn't even discuss it with people anymore. Because everybody have their drawn opinions, and no, most of them who are talking, they're not going off of facts. Them keep asking you this one thing, and when you tell them that that one thing was rebutted, refuted, and there's evidence that that one thing is something else or whatever, no, them still stick to the one thing. So I don't even discuss that too much with people anymore. I make the videos and I watch the comment section, but that's that. In my mind, I would want the appeal court to give bail, and I think it would be the fair thing to do, considering the fact that the Privy Council called their verdict from the original trial an impure verdict, which made it an unjust verdict, which made it quashable. That's why them quashed it. Now you've had these men incarcerated 12 years, and that verdict wasn't even supposed to be. That's why your highest court shot it down. Why hold them any further? If you hold them any further, risk going to trial again, lose at trial again, are you prepared to pay restitution for even more years of incarceration after them beat you at court? But here's the other side of my brain working. Just like how the judge the other day spoke before she spoke, she said what she was going to say the day after. When she told Isaac, you will be schooled in the ruling tomorrow. Remember I told y'all? I said, yeah, that sounds like some in the army we call it dick measuring contest. That's what that sounds like to me. That sounds like some don't wait till tomorrow. Watch for me, I'll show you tomorrow. That means her decision was already made. She could have never said that if her decision wasn't already made. She already knew what she knew. She just needed till tomorrow to put it in how she did want to present it, and then she brought it in just like that. But I knew from the day before that that's what the hell it was going to be. So my concern now is this concerted effort. Because remember, the first judge missed something he should never have missed. And you could say, oh, the judge made a mistake. But that's why there are levels to it, right? And that's why there are higher courts who's supposed to say, okay, the original trial judge missed A, B, and C, but we caught it at this level. It went all the way to the appeal courts of Jamaica, where a 3-panel judge, 3 judges, look at it. Them miss all of that too. Well learned, highly schooled, mature in the law, highly intelligent individuals concerning the law just miss so? Nah, I don't think they just miss so. And this is where my problem lies. I think I see the concerted effort. Paula said to the first judge, roll with it. Let's go. Me no business. We deal with that later. Them now make it so far. Boom. It's been a long time. Yes. Over a decade, but it did make it that far. And it did get quashed. The other judges at appeal, I think they said to them too, roll with it. We miss it too. So they came back and said, uphold the sentence. The Privy Council judges, soon as they saw it, they said, ew, how'd this got here? Aren't there levels like, this should have at least been caught like at the appeal level in Jamaica. How did this get here before us, Makes it very hard for us to, and this is where the embarrassment came in. This is when everybody was tucking their tail, right? And acting like, well, it wasn't me really, but some feel like it's a concerted effort on every level of the court system to already say, we're taking you back to trial, we are gonna find you guilty, and we are gonna keep you in a prison. Because just like how the judge said, you will be schooled in the tomorrow, is the same way I feel like they're all concerted and they're saying now, we taking you back to court and we putting you back in prison. Now, mind you, they have to present. They have to present all their evidence to the appeal court. Because the appeal court is sitting up right now, right? Saying, just so everybody understand, the appeal court is going to sit up there now and say, this is what's going on now. Appeal court is saying, okay, so y'all want a retrial or you want to throw out the case? Just like how when them asked Paula, do you think we should go forward or do you think we should throw out this jury and start over with a fresh new set of jurors so we don't get the conviction quashed if it goes to appeal? Paula said, nah, sir, move forward. I am prepared to move forward. It got quashed. So now appeal court is going to say, okay, guys, listen. So when I want a retrial, right? All right, give me all the evidence you have that could build a strong case for a retrial. They're going to stand up and make their case before the judge. This is the Department of Public Prosecution. The 3-panel judges will listen to them and then they will say, pretty convincing. Or they will say, that not make it. That I go waste the state's money and time, and I don't see that standing up because that is easily refutable. They already have evidence for this, that, and the other. And then ISAT them are going to go in there after they look over that and rebuttal that and say, this is why we don't think there should be a retrial, Your Honor, or my lord, or however they call them. Because this right here, that, this, that, and the other, and then the judges will look and say, yeah, let's not waste time. Or they'll say, this is a good case to fight. That's what we're waiting on now. But in the meantime, while they decide when a court date should be set, when they will go back to trial and all that, I think the guys should be let out on bail. And the only people who can do it now at this point is the Court of Appeals. So we wait on the Court of Appeals to do just that. Claudette Sterling says this is all personal. This is obviously all personal. Obviously. Y'all ain't asking yourself these two things. Why did they change and amend the Bail Act in November? Just November gone. As this case got in motion, why did they change and amend the Bail Act in November? And the Bail Act is, is amended to say, if you didn't have bail when you were originally. So you know how I look at that? I look at it like this. You committed a crime, right? You got sentenced to 10 years. Because the max time on the crime you committed was 10 years. They hit you with the max, 10 years. While you're in prison doing your time, you're 5 years into your sentence. You tell yourself, say, yeah, I have 5 years to go, right? They redid the law. They amended the law. And now the crime you committed 10 years ago or 5 years ago when you were convicted that got you 10 years because that was the max. Now, if you commit that same crime, is 20 years is the max. No. So what are they supposed to do now? Are they supposed to take somebody who is halfway through their sentence, bring them, go back in a court, and apply the new sentencing rules to them? Or do they stay under the old sentencing rules? If that's the case, then Vybz Kartel's case does not fall under the new amended version of the Bail Act. It should fall under the old, because that's when his case happened, and those were the laws that governed his case then. I guess I'm making too much sense. But okay. Not all of us slow, my friend. Not all of us slow, but we see it, and it looks like a concerted effort to me. And just like just like was said from the beginning, I don't think there's a possibility for a fair trial in Jamaica for a person like Vybz Kartel. Anyways, not just Vybz Kartel alone. You must remember, said the other guys are there. Sean Storm, poor Sean Storm. Sean Storm that even do nothing. Them does have Sean Storm, but just like that, we say Vybz Kartel all the time because he's the one who is at the front, right? He's the bigger figure in all of this. And I think it's about bringing him. He's the main target. Everybody else have to get sync with him too. Let's take this call right quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Blessed morning, brother.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
The day, man. Based on why I said, I just want to say this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on why I say, let's say they go to the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Appeal decides, we're going to do a new trial. Just saying.
Right. Which I think they will.
Not going to free up the on bail, though. You know that.
Them not going to want to free him up on bail.
But yeah, them will keep him based on this is what them will say. Initially, when he got arrested for the charge, he didn't get any bail.
Right.
Right? So now, now them just in the other charge, he's just arrested.
Right.
Them are going to apply the same thing in no bail.
Yeah, but check it out, right? That is under the new Bail Act. And that's what I'm saying. They amended the... Yeah, brother.
Remember saying when Cartel initially get locked up, he never get no bail,
Me know that.
And like them not apply for bail, he never get no bail.
Right. So, but when Cartel get locked up initially, it was 2 cases, remember?
Yeah, it was 2 cases.
Yeah. Matter of fact, first when him get locked up, it was ganja.
Yeah.
And while them have him in there, them turning 2 more case, them add on 2 murder case to ganja.
Stick this. Well, stick up with that. So
yeah.
When they went go film,
or initially,
and they say they find ganja in a hotel room, they already went know the reason why them are go film. Them use the ganja.
All right.
All right.
Me and them. All right. So you right.
You understand? I mean, they already went. Then the motor police and I go film body because they could be that ganja. Then the motor police said, you remember the clippings are when they go take him out of the hotel.
Yes, man.
I remember I go.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it was a lot of police. A little bit of weed. That not add up. But me I look into this and I say, the deal hearing last week, if you pay attention, that's what I say what I say a while ago.
Saying.
Them I go say,
me not put the past them.
We can't give no bail because it's in a higher court.
Yeah.
So when the higher court make their decision, whatever it may be, just say, let's say they're going with the trial.
Going to trial. Again.
Then go and apply for bail again. Then go and shut it down. Why then go and shut it down and go say he never granted no bail in an initial staging, so it's still now grant no bail because it's a serious crime.
Right. And this is what me I tell you, say. That not granting him bail now because him never get bail in the initial, that was put into the Bail Act when it was amended in November of 2023. It wasn't always there.
So then why never get bail in the early stages?
What I did Cartel, brother, and them they have him where them want him. You think them they don't give him bail?
Well, that's a truth. So.
Yeah. But that wasn't in the Bail Act. Right, them put it in.
Let me see what going. Based on what them are going with, me just trying to feel like some more like them are going to push through with this trial thing because them have an agenda what them are trying.
Yeah, man, and then you see how them are rush the Privy Council something to and get rid of this and get rid of that too. Yeah. That means that there will be no recourse if they accomplish that now.
Yeah.
All right.
Me see you said something the other day about the lawsuit, if there's a lawsuit possible, if him free up.
Yeah, me did that say.
In council.
Right. I was reading some laws out of Canada, and I was seeing if those laws apply to the UK and Jamaica as well. And it all has to do with appealing all the way to the Privy Council and winning or having your conviction quashed, but you cannot sue the people who convicted you and had you locked up.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know if that applied to Jamaica. I was looking up in Jamaica law to find where I could find that info, but me not find it. But me know some find it in a Canadian law. And I don't know if that applies to British law. Seeing?
In all honesty, if Cartel get free up, He just need to just pack up in tribe and left the place. No fight, no case, no lawsuit, no, you're done with already. I am going to get even richer once you're free.
Yeah.
So just know all of that.
Just
the
dip
pass,
out.
stay and I pass.
Yeah.
Just lift up.
Lift up. Yeah.
You see me?
Right,
but
that's
anyway,
all.
bless up yourself, man, and go and do the right thing, man. We're there.
Manners, brother.
Yeah, man.
All right. It's 10 minutes after. I'm open for one more phone call before we get up out of here. The Buffalo Soldiers, thank you for being here. Crystal G. Audrey Wright says it would be able to sue the government, but not the individuals per se. And that's what I think it is, Audrey Wright. I think not the individuals, but the government as a whole. Yeah. Like he can't go and say, I'm suing Paula Llewellyn, but him can definitely sue, the government. Crystal G says it should. Both are Commonwealth nations. And the Buffalo Soldier says, well, what can the system in UK do about this? The Privy Council, aren't they the higher authority? And they are, but they have to wait for the court, the process to go through the steps as well till it comes back to their desk. It's all levels to it. We had to wait for it to come back from Privy Council all the way back to Jamaica. No, the UK would have to wait for it to land on their desk again. Final call for the morning. Live on air with SouFlo.
How are you?
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm just listening to your conversation. Flo, what's the difference between Ninja Man case and Vybz Kartel case? Because we see Ninja Man was free for 3 years and so on, and then they go to court and so on.
And he was on a murder charge bail, right?
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. I'm calling up all kinds of names and telling the people, please go look this up. Man charged for restaurateur murder, granted bail. Next person granted bail. You use a popular, famous person so they can relate. Ninja Man. Ninja Man was on bail for years on a murder charge. So for the people who are saying it can't happen and we don't give bail to anybody on see, thank you, brother. Now, me don't know what the difference is, but me know says something did off about Ninja Man case too. And here is why. Remember when Ninja used to come on and him used to say, send in the hearts, and send up the hearts and stuff, and then him start talk, right?
Yeah.
One morning Ninja get up and say, me tired. Me tired of playing donkey and carrot. Me have the donkey and them have the carrot. Right? Anything them want do, make them do it. Right now, when I go to here, so me lose my freedom, blah, blah, blah. And next thing me know, Ninja Man taken into custody. I said, what the hell? So what's going on behind the scenes? Why he was able to come out and say that? Just like remember before Vybz Kartel get locked up when him did the interview with was it Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
He did an interview. Yes, with Cliff Hughes. Where go back to that interview and revisit it. So you see, something going behind the scene where we're not too privy of, right? But the man they know when time it come, and then when to lick them.
Ninja Man is not that influential like Vybz Kartel.
Right.
So they'll give Ninja Man to be free while I go to court. But I just don't see what's wrong with letting Vybz Kartel free, because if you're a government for the country, you know that it's going to bring a lot of tourists, it's going to bring a lot of revenue.
Generate a whole lot of revenue.
Yeah.
Right. But
so I just strongly believe that these people just do not realize there's a personal vendetta against him and the system.
Absolutely.
All right, my boss.
Manners and respect, brother. All right. And with that said, we are going to end it right here this morning. Continue the conversation. I'll meet you back right here tomorrow morning. God spare my life. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to you. Thank you for being here. And I'll catch you later. Walk good. I'm out. Peace.